Hey, hey, my fellow travelers on this spaceship Earth, spiraling through space and time. It's looking at the faces of the godheads. It's that time of day again. Okay, look, this is the thing. We're still in the court of initiation. The phases we've covered have been Kali, Mitra, Michael, and now today we're going to be looking at
Janus. And this is the last phase of the quarter of initiation and is really setting us up for the movement into the quarter of civilization. Janus is often depicted as a two-faced god. It has, you can see it on coins sometimes. There's a face on one side and a face on the other. And it's from Janus that we get this theme that out of two comes something new. That we really begin to move from that supremacy of the mind's this and that to there's this, that, and then the other thing. The other thing being the child that comes. You get into the genetic continuity, the gene pool here. If anything, this is the face of the gene pool itself. And the need for genetic diversity in order, again, for the survival of the species. So, we see this duplicity of Janus, but in terms of really looking at the need for that duality to come together.
But the thing is, and this is what has always really amazed me about the faces. The thing is that they carry a message, and that message gets repeated time after time after time, to the point where all we see is the message. You know, we forget that this is just the mind and its continuous dialogue with us. And, this face of Janus, this dialogue is about, okay, there's this, there's that, there's the new thing, and it's the new thing that's going to provide the continuity.
Yeah.
But you always have to have the this and that, because that's what mind is.
And really here is where we see that genetic imperative to make more. And to not only make more, but to make more with as different a genetic material as you can possibly find if you're a female.
Absolutely.
And if you're a male, to spread that seed as widely as possible.
Spread it as far as you can.
Spread your genetic material far and wide. So
that's why Janus has two faces. It can go either way.
And it really does operate differently in males and females here. So, but beneath it all, we get this strong imperative for sex, and as we're moving into the next
quarter. You see how
quarter,
she smiled there, folks?
Yeah. So we're moving into the next quarter.
Form.
We're shifting into form. And here, mind is really acknowledging it is through form that life must come.
And at the same time, it's also setting up its conditions. Yeah. And that's what the programming does, folks. The program sets up the conditions under which this life is going to be lived. And it's geared for us to survive. But it's also geared for the mind to be the one who dictates how that's going to happen.
And the thing with Janus is it becomes so distorted. We talk about in human design how conditioning really arises out of this attraction to something different than ourselves, this seeking something to fill that openness in our design, in our conditioning, in our life. And yet here is just a very simple genetic imperative. Make more and do it with something as differently as possible. But the mind takes that and turns it in to this attraction for something different that really becomes the basis for our conditioning.
And that will take us to the next quarter.
Yep.
Next time.